Are you an empath who absorbs people's negative energy and other negative energies around you? Sometimes it can make you feel so drained and so tired, and you're like, I don't even know what happened, but I just feel so tired and sad. Is this you? Have you ever felt like that before? I definitely identify myself as an empath, and it happens, okay? It happens when we care so much and we are so receptive to energies. So in this video, what I would like to do is to break down for you, what does it mean that you have empathic abilities, and what does it mean to be an empath who really absorbs all of these things, and how you can really avoid it and how you can navigate your way through it. If you guys are watching this for the first time, my name is Tina Wong. I am here on the channel channeling beautiful divine guidances so that you can step into your true alignment. If you guys are about that life, be sure to come on over, hit the subscribe button, share this video to someone that can really benefit from it. So let's dive right in. What does it mean to be an empath? What does it mean to have empathic abilities? Well, it means that we are very sensitive to energies, right? The energies that are around you. Maybe sometimes you just meet someone and then you feel something. You feel their energy. And sometimes when someone's going through sadness or depression or something really hard, and you feel that, you get as sad as they do, and sometimes just cry when someone is going through something. Have you ever feel like that? If you identify as an empath, let me know down below. You can hit the thumbs up button. For me in my journey, I didn't know that word empath, what it meant, before I had my spiritual awakening. But what I came to realize is that I've always been sensitive. I was always the sensitive one, the emotional one. And another sign is that you really care. When you truly really care about the world around you, the people around you, what happens is that you open up this energy portal that is making you more receptive of absorbing those energies. And we're going to talk about how you can avoid that and what you must do to really protect your energy. But I want to talk a little bit more about when you feel like your empathic abilities are kind of just overrated, and why does that happen? Well, what happens here is that some of us, we have these intuitive abilities. Some of us are very, very in tune. You can be, psychically in tune, intuitively in tune, or energetically, emotionally in tune, to a point that when you walk into a room, you can feel the energies. So let me give you an example. I don't know if you have ever felt this way, where you walk into a mall, like a shopping mall, and you just feel so drained because there's so many people, there's so many activities moving, that you just feel like you have a headache, you're dehydrated, you're not breathing properly, you just feel so dead after that mall shopping trip. I'm super guilty of that. And every time I go to a shopping mall, when there's a lot of energy and there's a lot of people moving, I definitely really, really feel that. And also, if you have ever experienced a situation where you step into a room where maybe your parents or someone had an argument in there, but then they're not arguing anymore, but you can still feel that hurt, that pain, even that violence in that room, you feel some kind of way, right? I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that. And what happens here is that our antenna is all open, okay? What happens is that if we walk around with our antenna like this, right? The thing with being very empathic and very intuitive is that you're just tuning into so many different things. And why you need to understand your abilities is because you have to understand when your antennas are turned on and when is the time to turn them off. Otherwise, they go very, very crazy. So understanding how you can really protect your energy and stop feeling self-drained is to first understand how to work your power, how to work your magic, how to work your energy. Now, some of you guys may be feeling like,
wait, does it mean I have power? I have superpower? That's so weird. That's so exciting. That's so scary.
and I get it. When I figured out that I have intuitive powers, if you will, I felt very excited, cool, but it's also really scary. It's like a burden, So understanding that we are all intuitive, okay? We are all intuitive. It's just a muscle that a lot of us, unfortunately, we don't get to work out very often because we live in a world full of logical thinkers. You need to be logical. You need to, think things through and not feel them through. Who feels anymore, right? So we were told to suppress our emotions. But if you're an empath watching this, that your emotions cannot be suppressed, otherwise it can come up and come through like a volcanic eruption. Anyone relates over here, right? So this is the first thing you need to know, that you cannot just keep your emotions within. If you're an empath feeling into people's energies and you're like, I'm just going to hold it in. I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to shove it down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to cruise like the rest of the people in the matrix, right? It might not work for you because at some point or another it's going to erupt. So the first thing that you need to know when you're feeling all sorts of things and you're trying to suppress this is to have a grounding practice every day. And what do I mean by a grounding practice? What I mean is that actually go into nature, touch nature, right? And maybe some of you guys live in condos, cities, and you don't have access to that. Do you have a grass area in your backyard, in your front yard? Can you find a tree? Can you find a plant, right? Any house plant is fine. Touch it. Wood, right, on the table, feel it. Put your feet on the ground. If it's natural material, feel it. Ground yourself. Grounding your energy. Because what happens is when you ground yourself and you ground your energy is that it holds you safe. The earth nurtures you. The earth grounds your energy. So when you anchor your energy into the ground, what happens is that you are allowing yourself to stay in that foundation. So that you're not just going wherever the energies are taking you and pulling you, but you're actually staying grounded and being replenished in that grounding energy of the earth. And the next thing that I want you to be mindful of if you feel very drained and very pulled towards certain directions is to first understanding that as empath, you can tend to be very big givers, right? I want to help you. I want to save the world. I want to be there when you cry. I want to just be there and wipe your tears. Let me help you with that. Yes, let me help you. Let me carry your groceries. Let me clean your house. Are you guys guilty of that? I know I am. I know I am. I just want to help everyone. I just want to help the world. But what happens if you were to put an energy arrow, okay? An energy arrow, where is that arrow pointing? Is the arrow pointing inwards to you, or is the arrow pointing outwards, right? So when you are actually giving, what happens is that your energy is pointing outwards. So this is why it's important for you to understand energy and energy flow. So when you're just pouring out, and not having enough energies moving this way, then of course you're gonna feel drained because, have you heard of the expression, you cannot pour from an empty cup? Right? Your cup is really empty right now, right? If you keep on helping people, doing this, right? Doing everything for other people. So this next thing that I want you to do to really protect your energy is to find activities, nourishment that is going inwards. So what can you do for yourself? What can you do to replenish your energies? And stuff like that, people can put it in the self-love, self-care category, but I like to call it nourishment. So maybe it's the food that you're eating can nourish your energy, the high vibrational food. Maybe they're berries, maybe they're superfoods. But what about the things that you are consuming yourself with? Are you busy being out and about and dealing with so many people? Or are you actually creating some time by yourself, on your own, journaling, meditating, right? Tuning into your energy. Those are the activities that are going to replenish your energy back into you, right? You know what I'm talking about? So another thing that you can do is to really understand boundaries. Okay, my love, boundaries. When is it that you are doing too much? And when is it that you need to pull back a little bit? And understanding, why are you doing too much? Is it because you care so much? Or is it because there is a part of you that you don't feel enough? And maybe there's a part of you that feel like you need to be nice and do things for people, or else they don't like you or they don't love you. And these are the conditioning that a lot of us can be growing up with, especially if we were taught to make sure we have to please our parents. If we don't wash the dishes, we won't do things for people, we're not a good girl, we're not a good boy. So some of these conditionings growing up of people pleasing, of always doing things to be liked, to be loved, to get compliments, is stuck with us through our adulthood. And I will be making a separate video talking more about the conditioning growing up and how you can break through them. Let me know in the description, or in the comments rather, if you would like me to make more of those videos going deeper in these topics. Also, you can hit the like button as well if there's enough demand, and I will be happy to create those videos for you. And this is the most important thing that you need to understand as an empath. You have so much power. But with great powers, comes great responsibilities. So this is the time, my love, I'm calling you, I'm inviting you to learn how to work with your power and own it. Knowing that this is your superpower, to love, to care, to tune in, to be intuitive. But you need to take care of yourself. That's it. You are an instrument. I want you guys to write this down. I am an instrument, right? An instrument of connecting, an instrument of intuitive guidance. And if you don't work on your instrument, and if you don't treat yourself as an instrument that needs, oil change, right? That needs polishing, that needs to be taken care, turn on, turn off. If you don't treat yourself such as, then you will feel like it's gonna overheat, right? It's gonna overwork. So this is my invitation for you to start taking care of yourself. Try some of the nourishing things that I have shared with you. And also let me know down below, what are some things that you personally do that can help an empath sister or brother out who may be watching this video? What is it that you do to restore your energy, to protect yourself from these draining energies, right? So share with us. I would love to hear that from you. If you got anything from this video, like this video, comment down below and share it. Share with someone that can really use this video. And if you guys haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We're here always sending you so much good love. And in the description, there's going to be a lot of links that you might find useful. So do check that out if you feel called to. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.